Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. It's another week of doing shop and deliver. I'm sitting outside of a Giant waiting for an order from Instacart or DoorDash, and I came across something late last week that I'm excited to share, and that's the Robinhood app. So all of the money that I make with gig work, I'm putting into the Robinhood app and then investing that money to help me get to my goal of $10,000 more quickly. So it's nice having my money working for me, as well as me working for the money out here doing shop and deliver orders. My full-time job will pay all the other bills that we have, of course, but at the beginning of this series, the very first time I made a video with doing gig work, I said my goal was to make $10,000 off of doing deliveries in 2026. So it's been a little bit over 2 months and I'm at $3,000. So I took that $3,000 minus gas. So there was a couple tanks of gas that I spent with that money, and I think that total was $2,700. So what I did was took the $2,700, I put that all in the Robinhood app, and then I have it slowly investing that money each week so I can get a good average cost per share of 4 different ETFs. So I have VU, which is the ETF for the S&P 500. I have GLD, which is the ETF for gold. I have BND, which is for the bond market, and I have VNQ. VNQ is a REIT ETF for real estate. And so I have it set up so that the $2,700 is sitting in that Robinhood app account, and it's going to automatically invest $150 a week into each of those 4 ETFs total. So $150 a week, it should take about 3 months for all of the money to be invested. And I love that there's no fee when you invest in each ETF each week. Like, I couldn't do this 20 years ago because there was a $19.99 or a $9.99 fee each time that you bought or sold any shares of a stock. So it would be expensive to invest in 4 ETFs every week because of the fees. So I'm really excited about not having to pay those fees and being able to get a good dollar amount per share on each one of these ETFs. I think the stock market's going to go down because of the war, and also because it's a little bit overvalued right now. And that's why I'm excited to invest now, because each week when I'm buying shares, I think the stock market's going to continue to go down, so I will get it at a lower price each week. And so my cost average for each one of the ETFs will be pretty low. And then maybe in the summer when it rebounds, or in the future, hopefully in the near future, after it goes down when it rebounds, I'll make more money in the long run. So the goal is to hang on to these ETFs for like a 5 to 10 year period. Really, I'd love to be able to hold on to it for a 10-year period. If you invest in ETFs like this over a long period of time, 10 or more years, then history shows that you usually come out pretty far ahead. Whenever you try to day trade, or you only hang on to ETFs or stocks for 1 or 2 years and you're not patient enough, then or if you sell because of panic and emotion when the stock market goes down, then you typically take a loss. So I'll give you an update as time goes on how the account's going in the Robinhood app. And the first shares were all purchased on Thursday and Friday of last week, and we'll see how big we can grow this account. I'm still hoping to hit $10,000 before the end of this year, and I think with the help of the stock market I can do that. So I'm going to turn on all the apps. I'll turn on DoorDash and Instacart, and see what kind of shop and deliver orders we get this morning. And our first order for the day is from Sprouts Supermarket. I usually have some trouble finding the items in here, but wish me luck. Hopefully I can do this quickly. Also, if you have any interest in joining the Robinhood app, look in the description or in the comments, and I have a link for you there. So let's see how quickly we can get this done. Well, that was painful like expected. It's just really hard to find all the different items when they're scattered all around the grocery store. So that's done, and now we're heading to Dash Mart. All right, dropping off the Sprouts order, first delivery of the day. And now we need to deliver the Dash Mart order. All finished that order, and it's starting to get pretty hot out today. Like, I think it was in the 30s this morning, and now it's like 60. So hat's coming off, jacket's coming off, and I got another big order. This is an even bigger order, so it's 63 items, which is quite a bit. That's probably like the most that I'm comfortable with doing, is around 60 items, and it's like $40. So it's a double from Food Lion, and I really like these big orders. So I'm not a fan of doing the $8 per order, you know, $7 here, $8 there, trying to do 3 deliveries in 1 hour and rushing around everywhere. Instead, I like these big $40 orders that, you know, might take an hour or an hour and a half, but it's less driving around and rushing around. So on my way to Food Lion, and we'll see how quickly we can make this 40 bucks. All right, so we arrived at Food Lion, and the last delivery took an hour. That would be awesome if I could do this delivery in an hour, because it's 2 orders. just loaded all the groceries into the car. That took 1 hour and 20 minutes for those 2 Food Lion grocery orders, and now it's time to deliver. So the first delivery is like 18 minutes away, but both deliveries are close to my house. So I'm gonna drop these 2 deliveries off, and then I'll call it the morning. It's almost 12 o'clock, so I'll stop and go do my other job. All done. Just dropped that order off. My total dash time was 3 hours and made $68.50, which is pretty good. I got hung up on a couple items when I was grocery shopping, that double order for Food Lion, but that happens. You're going to have refunds and substitutions sometimes, and you have to text back and forth to the customer, and it takes time. So overall, not a bad morning. Again, please like and subscribe. Sign up for the Robinhood app. Invest your money in ETFs. Now is a great time to buy ETFs as the stock market goes down over the next couple months. And then when the market goes back up, you'll make more money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.